my character is nice. It's
Well, I remember on Twitter, Joe was saying that he thinks the Belmonts are actually a pretty solid counterpick for Olimar.
Okay, and then immediately just takes to the platform and just starts throwing shit. All right, I see it. I see you, Joe.
For the rumor tag, I have to respect that. Christina is easily like she's homegrown, easy.
All right. So far, 28%, 15. I mean, Joe's counter pick, we haven't really seen enough. He's basically decided that he's going to approach this matchup by just never approaching.
Yeah, there's really nothing that Olimar can do about the projectiles that doesn't sacrifice Pikmin.
So we saw which was the Japanese player Shuton, basically tried this out against Myron at Frostbite. So I mean, it could work. Shuton had some success, but he did like end up getting basically reverse 3-0.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if that's just a matchup thing or if it's just Myron.
Myron probably just learned, because who the hell plays the Belmonts? I think that like the big benefit they get out of this is that the Holy Fire puts down a wall and Cross goes just straight through Pikmin. So he can kind of outcamp Olimar, but it doesn't matter if Olimar's getting outcamped. If all he needs to do is toss 1 or 2 Pikmin on you and you're dead. That's the big thing though, is that getting up against Belmont. That's where this man has to make his money.
Now my question is, between Simon and Richter, I know the properties of their holy water changes how it affects Pikmin. I'm not sure if Richter was a better choice or if it was Simon.
It is. He chose correctly. Basically, Richter's. This is Simon, right? Yeah. This is Simon. So Simon's holy water is Aura. There we go. Great.
I'm sorry. Richter is the one he's playing.
This is Richter. So Richter's holy water is Aura, like Lucario, and Simon's is Fire. So red Pikmin go through Fire, but they do not go through this one, the Aura.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a weird interaction, but yeah, it's okay, Sakurai. I guess you're good with it.
Yeah, there was a couple of other nuances. I couldn't remember. I just knew Simon and Richter were good against Olimar and Link in particular. You'd want to use one versus the other. Yeah, I guess in the case of Link, you'd want to use Simon.
Yeah, with the fire, exactly. All right, that's an aggressive up B. I mean, I'm digging the sudden, like, oh God. Speaking of aggressive, that man just going ahead and toss it down. It's like, listen, you want to get back? Nah, dog, you ain't got the right paperwork. Let me send you where you need to be, the blast zone. So chasing him down, it's like Seagull just doing a good job of just fading back and tossing out these projectiles, but mostly I'm impressed with the way he's spacing with forward air and back air. Like, my God, that's sniped.
I forget how strong that move is. It's so deceptive.
You forget how strong it is because it never hits the tip. The tip of that move is so powerful, but nobody ever needs to hit it because it's about as long as goddamn, like, Long Island.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's so long, you just like toss it out, it's like, oh, it's gonna hit the sour spot, why do I care? I'm just trying to smack the man away.
The one thing I remember hearing people talk about with Simon and Richter that I haven't seen people do too much is angling their forward and back air.
True, if you're gonna get good with this character, you need to get good with like 2 frames with the angled forward and back airs.
Yeah.
Right, down tilt to just get stage control back and force Logic to the edge, but immediately losing that stage control. Logic seems like okay with backing up. He seems okay with giving Joe center stage.
It looks almost like Logic is trying to play Simon Richter's game.
Yeah, I really agree with you there. You see his lineup though, he's basically just holding on to that blue and saying, please, let me grab you. And it seems like Joe is not, I was gonna say he wasn't going to oblige him, but then all of a sudden, Logic into the nice percent. And Magic of 69 is still a thing, especially with 69.0.
In particular, this is just...
Pivot grab, good one. But can't get the up smash out of it. Good DI by Joe, recognizing that Logic wasn't in the position to punish. But that get up attack beats the forward smash. What? So I love that. Every time Logic tries to drop shield to punish, he's either got the cross coming behind him, or he's got the holy water directly on his shield. Like, Seagull's doing a great job of making sure that Logic can't really play an out of shield game.
Yeah. What does Olimar have that's like a good get off me tool?
Whistle. Oh
is
no.
Is that like a get off me tool?
So basically,
like there's just a free escape.
Yeah, whistling to up smash is pretty good though. Like that's fairly good. On up smash in general is just a fantastic move. God help anybody that gets hit with up smash, because you know you're going for a ride.
Yeah, I saw him playing earlier versus Bloody Knight. He got hit with 2 up smashes and then an up air.
Like Bloody Knight did, or he did?
No, like Logic hit Bloody Knight with 2 up smashes and an up air.
I was gonna say, if Ganondorf hit somebody with 2 up smashes and an up air, I'm fairly certain they're all dead. Oh my God, though, that axe was just like, just barely touching Olimar's toe.
This matchup is looking rough. It is.
All right, moving on to game 2. That was I don't want to say it was definitive, but it seemed like Joe definitely had like Logic's. He had his goat a little bit.
Yeah, it's just not looking fun for Olimar at all.
Do you think we're going to see the Mewtwo counter pick?
Richter.
I feel like it's at that point he should.
Yeah, he's changing controls, so it seems like it. Now, that's going to be a problem, though, because Mewtwo kind of gets eaten alive by Wolf, I believe.
Mewtwo.
So, yeah, we're getting the Mewtwo pick. This is a character that a lot of people have been sleeping on, and then you see like guys like SDX even dropping it, Wadi not even picking it up. But I don't think it's a bad character. It certainly is nerds. Mewtwo basically got out of disadvantage purely by abusing the fact that he had like a really good air dodge. Can't really do that in this one.
Do you think a lot of the lack of popularity with Mewtwo is just because the fundamental changes to the way Mewtwo works compared to Smash 4?
I think that it's not only like the change in the way the character works, like he has to have a different play style, but it's also the fact that when this is a bit subjective, it's not fun when you just get like lose a stock because you hit his tail. Like it seems like it's a lame way to lose. Like I've been hit with like Olimar up smash on my tail as Mewtwo and just like died at like 7. So you're a glass cannon, and the glass cannon character in this game isn't Mewtwo, it's Pichu, and Pichu just seems objectively better.
Yeah, true. I wasn't sure if it was like a Diddy Kong effect between this game and Smash 4.
No, but like
as well.
look at that. Look at how early that character died, and he died from just like getting a rando hit. Like he's so light in this game, and the fact that you have a bad disadvantage and or a big body, it just means that you can kind of get janked out really early sometimes.
Ooh.
And I'm
Forward
loving,
tilt beating out Shadow Ball like that?
yeah, I'm loving Seagull's approach to this. He's sitting there at mid-range where Mewtwo can't get like the benefit of charging Shadow Ball, and then he's mostly camping not with his projectiles but with his whip. And his whip is kind of like, it's difficult for Mewtwo to challenge because Mewtwo has long-ranging tilts, but they're also hurt boxes. So now Mewtwo has to make some money by that. Yeah, that down arrow should do it. No,
Oh,
the
wow.
platform! Seagull Joe getting a lifeline.
Really, though. And this, I feel like,
Great
isn't
air
going to
dodge.
change much until Logic can learn to play it more aggressive than he has normally.
Yeah, he has to kind of go in now. He can't like he can't back up as like he's been.
Like, respect to him, he's a good player, but at the same time, I think he's been getting this far off of like his superb mid-range game.
Yeah, I think his play style hasn't really changed much. Like he's gone from Smash 4 to Ultimate doing kind of the same thing. And like props to him, his fundamentals are phenomenal. But yeah, it's like with this character especially, I don't think that you can like hold back as much as you used to. I think you need to see a lot more dash dancing, exploiting his amazing movement and his tilts.
Yeah, especially versus like Simon and Richter.
Yeah.
They're one of those weird characters where I feel like it almost doesn't matter who you're playing against or who they're playing
Oh
against.
my god, that was so good. I'm sorry to interrupt
Man.
you, dog, but that disable had him locked down for so long and followed up with a kill at 90. My god, that was meaty.
That's what you need. You just got to rush him down.
He just fell down from the angel platform with disable like, no, dog, I don't want to deal with this. Or was that confusion? That's confusion. But still, damn. Like that was meaty. It's like, listen.
Came off the platform. You're done now.
Yeah, exactly. You're done. I'm not having none of this. But yeah, you see how like the side B doesn't really stall Mewtwo anymore. He just kind of like falls slower. He can't really like mix up his movement with that nearly as much. It doesn't transfer his momentum. So that's another problem. Mewtwo can't really land as easily. But Joe, we talked a lot about Logic's Mewtwo here and just Mewtwo the character, but Joe's been doing a fantastic job with these landing aerials where he's noticing that Mewtwo's head and tail are vulnerable, so I'm going to basically toss out a hitbox, and if that shield gets a millimeter too short, I'm going to shield poke him. I'm loving that approach. That and like the way that he's actually getting like tomahawk grabs with the goddamn Belmonts.
Good stuff. I was going to say, if he couldn't get off that corner, that might be it for this game.
110, Logic has slowly made this back after like dying really early from like just a wayward smash attack. No, it was an aerial actually. Take this, return to sender, sir. I don't want it.
Take it back.
Take this. So what I'd like to see Logic actually do is you can only have one of those glass bottles out at a time. So I'd like to see him try to catch it, throw it up, just to remove Seagull Joe's ability to actually use his Holy Fire, which is, or Holy Water rather, which is perhaps his best move. No way. 78 and he's getting sparks? What the hell? I'm terrified now. If I was Logic, that's like, oh my god, what?
Well, it is Town and City.
You're dead though. Yep. That vertical. Yeah, I mean, the ceilings on Town and City are a lot higher, but that up throw is still really good. So now, are we going to get the Wolf counter pick? Is this going to be like the rotating cast of characters? I mean, I'd do it if I was Seagull. Like, Wolf Mewtwo sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see this character die at 60, do you? From
Well, I
center
mean, it'd
stage?
be pretty hype. Let him get like a Dare Spike out of Mewtwo's teleport.
A Dare Spike would be hype. I was thinking like just down smash center stage 60. Mewtwo gone. All right, so who we got here? So Logic's smiling. Now him and Seagull Joe are like, they've been doing this for a while. So you both know, they both know what's up. So a little bit of a bracket update. It looks like Waluigi has upset EMP and is advancing in losers. He's facing Burnt Socks right now. Pork Eye and Nature. 2-0 Pork Eye. We are waiting for the loser of this match to play that. Winner of this plays ZD in Winners Finals. So it looks like there is no counter pick, but Olimar,
Back to Olimar.
So I guess he basically preempted the counter pick by saying, I'm just going to go Oli. I like that option. He's saying, I really don't want the horribly unfavorable matchup. We'll just take this one instead.
One Battlefield, 2 no less. I'm not sure. I guess the stage doesn't really matter too much for Simon and Richter. Maybe?
I think a few of them basically horizontal blast zones or like short horizontal blast zones are they're friends. This is kind of like even. I think he basically did it because how do you land against Simon and Richter as Ollie in this stage? Oh my god, that was 79. We saw red sparks there. Logic rearing back in his chair. Did he go too low? No, he didn't have any pigments.
I just want to point out that this is that Seagull Joe pulling out Simon and Richter versus Logic is low-key a little racist. How are you going to pick the whip character and start lashing the opponent?
But I mean, Logic kind of low-key racist too. He's playing the Slave Master here, tossing men at people.
Okay, so we got
we got big races
Massa versus like Mind Fuel.
Oh my god. We got little races versus big races. We'll put it that way. Oh god. Oh my lord, that was wild. Red sparks. I mean, Logic was probably DIing that properly, but I mean, every now and then Richter and Simon hit with the tip of their aerials, and just reminds you just how powerful that move is. Because it's so good. Like, that's up there with some of the better aerials in the game.
Like, the thing that makes this kind of hard, at least for me trying to commentate this, is like, when it comes to this, there's only so much I think Olimar can do.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, you can mix up throwing out your Pikmin, but it's like, there's so many projectiles going your way, all you can really do is just rush them down.
Yeah, this is a character that definitely needs to be able to camp. Like, Ollie doesn't really have the most powerful, aggressive game, but more important than like the aggressive game is the fact that he doesn't really have a good anti-camp game. Like, what does he do about projectiles?
He can't.
Yeah, he just needs to basically make his money out of those up smash up air conversions.
And then, just off of the fact that they respawn faster, Simon and Richter's projectiles are better.
True. Yeah, I can definitely see this being problematic for him. But that being said, I mean, 3 stocks, I mean, I'm fairly certain that Seagull Joe will agree that this is a good matchup right now. But that up throw will clean that up, so he's only down by a stock. So Logic can definitely do this comeback. We've seen him do more impressive things. So yeah, it seems like what's catching Logic here is that when Seagull Joe does one down tilt, or should be down tilt, when Seagull Joe does a forward tilt, it seems like Logic like drops shield and immediately gets caught up by the next one because he's trying to dash in. I think you either have to dash shield or jump over it. And it's kind of difficult to jump over because all these jumps are not particularly high. Do it again. Yeah, there we go.
Just barely avoiding. It's like, how do you get away? How do you get Richter to respect your space.
Yeah, how do you just break through the zone is all it seems like he doesn't really have like the range necessary to do it. I think when he, like maybe the only thing that really, oh my god, that Pikmin took one for the king. It's like, listen, dog, I got you. Jesus. Get down, Mr. President, I got this. All right, Purple Pikmin Logic definitely has one thing on his mind. That's slapping this man up with Monique, but he ain't gonna get the chance. Yeah, Monique ain't looking to take one for the king. Monique ain't about that life. Logic's taking that. Unfortunately, he is down. Seagull Joe taking that 2-1. Porke versus Logic will be off stream. Instead, look.